Is that just not incredible? Yep, that is intense right there. Welcome back everybody to the world's worst fishing. I'm your host Chris Jones. Today I'm actually really excited to make this video because I know the baits are going to look fantastic and they're going to come through on camera. That's kind of what we want as content creators. However, I genuinely love seeing these types of colors. We're doing motor oil again today, but not just any old motor oil color video. We're going to do it versus style, but we're going powder versus pigment, versus liquid pigment. Alright. Some new motor oil Holoshift, and we're going to put that up against the industry standard, right? The mark that all motor oils are judged against, the MF changeable motor oil. So this is going to be quite a showdown, and it's going to be more of a fun compare and contrast, obviously, two very different color bases, right? You know, shifting powder versus liquid dye. But we're going to have fun anyway. Let's get into it. All right, everybody. So before we move on, got to show y'all some recent work. We decided to go to battle with our old adversary, the juvenile green tip tail copperhead snake. Lots of stuff going on with that one. Really nice, turned out well, and we have it sort of in a straight tail worm too there. Very different worm profiles, and there is the photo reference inspiration for that pattern right there. Really cool. Alright, we're going to do a quick materials breakdown today, just so that you'll know kind of what we're working with. Dead on plastics, we're just going to run everything in the black label craw tube blend today. Just a nice kind of all-around durometer. Swim bait blend would work as well, but we're going to go something a little bit firmer because of this mold back here. You might recognize that. That's the new 4-inch cat toy, the 4-inch sweet gum. So we have spade tail worm mold. We have the 3-inch tracer shad. Then we have the HD craw. Obviously our colors, MF motor oil, Holoshift motor oil. Got our injector ready, and that's what we're going to be running today. And we have one bonus mold that we're going to shoot each color in, but I'm not going to spoil the surprise. Alright, we're going to start with the champ. And I've got a smaller bottle of it here, just because it's easier to work with, but the label is long faded out. So yeah, let's just add some in till we think it's good. Alright. Kind of give that a little... You can already see the magic. Look at that. I love this stuff. It's one of those colors that never gets old. Look at that. Get you a little bit closer. Yeah. Wow. Whew. I mean, already I'm like, nothing can beat that, right? We will see. Not that it's about beating one or the other. They're going to be wildly different, obviously, but this is going to be a fun little head-to-head matchup. Let's try it. All right. Just do these real slow. The slower on the tracer shad, the better result I get. Alright, move on over to the worm here. It's a very nice trick worm style mold. Spade tail. Top a few things off. And last but not least, the HD craw makes everything look pretty sweet, so figured we would include that as well. Alrighty. All set. Meet you back in a minute. Alright, bonus mold time. We should have just enough sauce here for this one. This one does drink a little bit. Oh, we got it, baby. Yeah. Excellent. All right, first reveal on the changeable motor oil. Here we go. Drum roll, please, everybody. I have a feeling this is going to be awesome. And it is. It is hard to get it in focus because it's so reflective, like just the mold. Wow. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is amazing. Absolutely stupid good. That's why it's the champ. All right, now let's check it out in a worm. Yep, that's sweet. All you can do is just laugh. It's so good. It's so good. This is one of the older versions of the motor oils, so unfortunately this is not the current version. So I don't use this stuff often because once it's gone for me, it's gone. But yeah, there it is. Whew. Incredible. Yeah, there's the HD crawl. Wow. Look at how it displays color. Really nice there. We will get them out and show them to you real quick. There we go. Really nice. Doesn't get much better than that, or does it? We will see. These are going to look very different, I hope y'all know, but they're going to be awesome. I've already played with that motor oil Holoshift on a live stream the other night, and it was spectacular. So there is the HD crawl with the Pigment. Alright, there it is in the 4-inch cat toy. 4-inch sweet gum. That's looking fantastic. Ho ho ho, yeah. Oh, it tried to roll off. Isn't that a daisy? That's beautiful. If you're gonna make sweet gums, might as well make them in all the hits. Last but not least, bonus mold. If I can get it open. Come on, bonus mold. Oh, yeah. The AR frog. I'm a frog geek, so I wanted to have some frogs. It almost literally, so the change effect in this color is so strong, it literally looks like I did a different color as a tail mold. That's how crazy the color change is there. Okay, here we go with color build number 2, powder time, powder version. Okay, yeah, very nice. So this is about 1.5 cups of plastic. So we're just going to kind of start with a full 1/4 teaspoon there, and you can kind of see the writing on it, and just kind of see where that gets us. And we got to do the ceremonial drop of black, in this case 2 drops of black. And I think this will get us somewhere that we're gonna like. Yeah. Isn't that interesting already? You can already see the shift to green. At least I can here in person. You know, and these color shift powders are all about your angle, right? The angle of perspective. Or refraction, I guess. Might be the better term. Yeah, looking nice. Alright, I have a feeling it's going to take a little bit of stirring here, so I'll meet you back. Look at that. You can kind of see it shift to green there. Ho ho ho, I can't wait. Okay, motor oil Holoshift. Alright, it is its time to shine. So let's run these molds. Start with the cat toy. Alright. Then we'll go over to the super slow tracer. Alright. On to the worm. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Last but not least, the HD crawl. Feeling good there. Top a few things off. And real quick before we do bait reveals, look at the full spectrum of the shift on it. You can really see it on a piece of plastic like this that you can manipulate. Look at that. You can really see the full range of color. It kind of goes from that sort of maroon red almost to a golden orange on its way to the green. All right, the motor oil holo. First bait reveal, drum roll please. Okay. Let's see, are they going to come out on the right side? Yes, that is perfect. They don't ever behave quite that well. Okay, why can't we get them to focus? Yeah, there we go. Isn't that nice? You can see the shift, right? Just depending on the angle. Got that kind of dark maroon to the green. Lots of pigment there. So this is the kind of pigment, the kind of powder pigment that colors the plastic. So we're going a little heavier on our whatchamacallit, saturation. Looking good there on those tracers, the baby tracers. That's great. All right, moving on. Yeah, here we go with some of the spade tail worms. Look at that. Look at the spectrum of the color there. Wow. Isn't that lovely? Man, that is cool. Yeah. That is neat. That is very, very nice. I hope it's coming through well on camera, because in person it's very strong. And I love the shade of red in this. That's what really turns me on there. It's that sort of maroonish color. All right, and there's the holo and the HD crawl. Intense. Look at that. That's cool. Very nice. Just look at it. It really is the shiny, metallic looking version of the motor oil kind of color profile. So very, very, very appropriately named, I would say. Yeah, there it is in the sweet gum. Wow. You can really see the shift great there in the sphere part, obviously, because it's round. It's reflecting all the angles. Really nice. Isn't that awesome? That might, to me, that might wear the color better than any of the other molds. Just because it's throwing so many angles. I mean, just think about the three-dimensionality of a bait like that. It just kind of gives you every angle to see a color. All right, bonus mold, the froggies. Really fun. All right, now let's do our final look and compare and contrast. I like how the red in the MF, at least in that old MF, almost has sort of a blood red tone about it. Makes that one very unique there. All right, so made a few more things off camera just with our leftover plastic. But as we can see, very different color bases, but centered around sort of the same overall color theme, right? You know, we have green to red, I guess, or green to maroon is essentially the idea behind the motor oil. And you can see two very different pigment types, right? Translucent dye, right? Which is why this is more see-through than the shift. And then we have, you know, the Holoshift here. Really great stuff. So yeah, dye versus powder, powder versus pigment, however you want to say it. Doing very different versions of the same color, but both are very good motor oils in their own right. And yeah, I'm very pleased with all the results in today's video. Alright, final question. Y'all know what time it is. Which one was your favorite? Or do you have a favorite? Can there even be a winner when we're talking two very different pigment types? But which flavor was your favorite? Man, it's hard to say. It's hard to say for me. Golly. Y'all let me know in the comments below. Totally off topic here, but quick little public service announcement. We will be doing some content on the 4-inch sweet gum. I'm not sure I'm going to get it done before I go on a little annual vacation coming up, but we will be doing the 4-inch and trying to show you some ways to get a little fancy with it even. And we will be, of course, running Red Label hard for that. Now, this has been hard, get it, to get lately, hard to find because everyone wants to make the cat toys, and they're all drinking that Red Label hard, but none to worry. It will still be coming in and out of stock, of course, but yeah, we're going to be hitting that hard hopefully soon. And yeah, just a little announcement there. A lot of people have asked me if I'm going to film this mold. Alright everybody, we're going to wrap this one up. I am motor oiled out for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed. Very different color bases, of course, you know, so wildly differing effects. But I thought it would be fun to take the new motor oil shift and just throw it right into the meat grinder, you know, make the same, you know, just throw it up against the MF and just see how the two different color bases wear the same baits, right? Super fun, incredible stuff. Both look really great in the water. That's what's important here, is not really how it looks on your table, but how it looks out there and how it looks in the water, and of course your confidence in it. You know, every good bait becomes a great bait when the angler has confidence in it. So it's all about your confidence bait, your confidence colors, and on the water, that's what matters more than you know, how fancy the bait is. But don't forget, guys, if you are interested in this hobby, definitely check out our sponsors, AI Molds, Dead On Plastics. They've been with me a long time. Excellent people. They still have that small business attention to their customers, despite the industry growing pretty rapidly. So definitely check them out if you have any bait making needs. And I'm not sure if I'm going to get another video out before Independence Day, so happy 4th of July to everyone, depending on when this video comes up. But I'll just say it now. So with that said, we're gonna bounce. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down below which bait today, or which color today, did you like better. Okay, see ya.